fans, it's me once again, Little Al Davis. That's right, Little Al Davis coming to you back again with another edition of Little Al Davis TV. That's right, baby, Little Al Davis is back and in full effect. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Raiders football and football in general. I'm amped up right now, and I'm gonna break down Week 1's matchup against the Colts. That's right, we go up against the Colts on Sunday at 10 a.m. on the West Coast. So with that, Raider fans, I'm gonna give you guys my expectations of this upcoming season, what I expect to see this year, and what you guys should all expect. And I'm also gonna give you guys a breakdown on the keys to victory against the Colts. So with that, Raider fans, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Alright, Raider fans, before I get started on breaking down the keys to victory against the Colts, I'm going to give you guys my expectations of what I expect to see of our Raiders this season and what you guys should expect to see from the Raiders. First off, I want to get this off my chest. The media, the national media, the local media, they're all calling the Raiders the worst team in the league. They're saying that we're going to go 3-13. Some have even said we're going to be 2-14. Some have even said no matter who our quarterback is, we're not even going to compete this year. That we're going to be god-awful. You know what I say? I say fuck the national media. I say fuck Adam Schefter, fuck ESPN, and everybody else out there in the media that's calling the Raiders the worst team in the league. I say that Jacksonville Jaguars are still going to be the worst team. Don't get me wrong, Raider fans. I'm not expecting us to contend for a Super Bowl this year. I'm not even expecting us to, push for a playoff berth. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying none of that's going to happen. But what I'm saying is I expect us to improve off of last year. I don't want to see us regress like we did last year and come up 4-12. I want to see this coaching staff and Dennis Allen improve off of last year. I want to see improvement. I'm not expecting anything other than improvement, Raider fans. I want to see Dennis Allen improve on last year. I don't want to see us regress. I want him moving us in the right direction. I want to make sure that we're slowly building for future success so that when we return to glory, we can hold our head up high and say, yeah, that's right. We stuck by our team no matter what through the tough times, because that's what Raider fans do. We're true Raider fans. We're not fake-ass bandwagon fans like all other fan bases. So with that, Raider fans, worst case scenario, we're going to go, worst case scenario, Raider fans, we go 5-11. Best case scenario, we go 8-8. That's what I expect. And as I mentioned, I want to see Dennis Allen and his coaching staff put these players in prime position to succeed week in and week out. I want them to be able to make in-game adjustments. If they see a problem, remedy the problem as soon as possible. Let's not wait till we're down 2 scores before we start making adjustments as we did last year. I want us to improve on last year. And the last thing I want to say is this. If Dennis Allen can't get or at least squeak out 5 wins, I'm sorry to say this, Raider fan, but it's time for him to go. We don't want coaches to be fired all the time because it doesn't allow us to build that continuity, but I can't give Dennis Allen a pass. And the reason why I can't give Dennis Allen a pass is because I can't forget his rookie mistake when he brought in that dumbass Greg Knapp. I couldn't stand that hire. And like I said, if he can't get 5 wins, then it's time for him to go. With that, Raider fans, on to the keys to victory. Now on to the keys to victory against the Colts. First off, let's start off with the defense. On defense, we got to be swarming to the ball. We got to set the edge. We got to play fast. We got to play physical. We got to play with the ruthless aggression. We got to penetrate the quarterback. It starts in the trenches with our defensive line. We got to penetrate. The quarterback must go down, and he's got to go down hard. Raider fans, last year we had a total of 25 sacks all year. 12 of those 25 sacks came when we rushed 4 passes or less. That was awful. So this year, the pass rush, it cannot be our Achilles heel like it was last year. We got to cause turnovers, Raider fans. Last year we were -7 in the turnover differential. So we got to cause turnovers. We got to give our offense extra possessions to score this year, Raider fans. And the other thing is this, Raider fans, we got to stay disciplined on defense. We got to contain the bootleg. We got to contain the rollouts from the quarterback. This is a copycat league, Raider fans. We all saw what happened during the preseason. Teams exploited us because we couldn't stop those type of plays. So we got to stop the rollouts and the bootlegs and avoid the running backs coming out of the backfield and the tight ends squeaking down and getting wide open. And we got to avoid giving up those big plays. Those plays right there hurt us in the preseason, so we got to contend to that. We got to adjust to that right now. If we make adjustments now, there should be no reason why we can't contain those plays. The other thing is, as I mentioned, we got to get to Andrew Luck. We got to make sure that he realizes he's going against this defense. Yeah, we're only bringing back 2 starters from last year, which is Lamar Houston and Tavon Branch. But those other 9 players, those are ballers right there. If we play smart and we play physical on defense, there should be no reason why we can't come out victorious against these Colts. Now on the offensive side of the ball, the keys are simple, Raider fans. We got to start fast. We got to come out firing on all cylinders. We got to avoid the dreaded 3 and out. We got to make sure that Terrell Pryor, we got to make sure that his confidence, that we boost his confidence. Greg Olsen, offensive coordinator, should already have 15 plays scripted for him. And if we got to go off script, fuck it, we go off script. But I want to make sure that we're utilizing his athletic ability in those 15 plays. So that way we can build off of that. Even if we go in there and we only score 3 points on the first drive, that's a confidence booster for Terrell Pryor and the rest of the offense. We gotta avoid, like I mentioned, the dreaded 3 and out. We can't go 3 and out in our first drive. We gotta make sure that we're building and picking up those first down and moving those chains. The other thing is we gotta make sure that Terrell Pryor doesn't think as much. We gotta limit the amount of thinking he's gotta do. Let him utilize his athletic ability. We gotta avoid the turnovers as well on offense. If Terrell Pryor has to tuck it and run, fuck it, tuck it and run. He's gotta take what the defense gives him. If he does all that, we'll be good to go and we'll come out victorious. The last nugget is this. No one's been talking about Jacoby Ford and his return game. I predict that Jacoby Ford is going to run one back this week, man. He's going to have a kickoff return for a touchdown, and we're going to have a much more improved special teams this year. Bobby April was brought in to solidify our special teams. Last year we had that dumbass bonehead Hoffman running our special teams, but this year that's an area right there that was an opportunity. And Dennis Allen saw that. He brought in a veteran special teams coach, and we're gonna improve on that. Trust me when I say this, Raider fans. We're gonna come out of the Colts game victorious. It's gonna come down to a last-second Janikowski field goal, and we're gonna come out victorious. I predict the score to be the 20-23 Raiders win. This is gonna be a September to remember, Raider fans. We're gonna win this game. I don't want to look too far ahead, but Jacksonville ain't shit. We're probably going to be 2-0 heading into the Monday night division game against the Denver Donkeys. So with that, Raider fans, I'm Little Al Davis. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Just win, baby.